One of the most common questions we get is whether or not a student should take the optional writing test. So as of 2020, most universities don't actually require the essay portion on the ACT. It's the writing test, but the vast majority do not actually require the essay portion of the SAT or the writing test on the ACT. The best thing you could do in a case like this is to check with the admissions website for any school that you're applying to. So if you're planning on applying to, say, Georgia Tech or Michigan or LSU or Caltech or UCLA, you should go to that specific school's website and check to see if they require the essay or if they recommend the essay or if they don't require it. So there are some schools that'll say we don't require the essay at all. That means they will not consider it. Even if you submit one, it won't make you look any better than anybody else who didn't submit it. There are schools that quote unquote recommend the essay, and generally speaking, when the school recommends the essay, it's kind of their way of saying, okay, let's see which one of these applicants actually took the essay and wasn't lazy enough to not take the essay. So when they recommend the essay, it's essentially required. And then there are schools that will actually require the essay, and they will use it as a requirement on your college application. So you should check with the school's admissions website. And it's also possible, we've seen this in the past, where there are certain programs that don't require the essay, but the school itself requires it. So for example, you may need to complete and submit the essay in order to submit your application for, say, a university, but the College of Engineering in that university may not actually care for the essay. So double check with that, and it can be backwards too. It's possible that the literature department requires the essay, but the College of Engineering does not. So just double check with the school, with the university that you're applying to or the college that you're applying to and the program that you're applying to make sure that they don't require it, or if they recommend it, or if they just don't require it at all. So if you haven't narrowed down your colleges, whatnot to a list that you're going to apply to, we recommend that you should plan to take the essay, or at least pretend like you're going to be taking the essay, because a lot of things can change between now and then. So it's possible that between now and when you actually apply, you might add a school to your list that actually requires the essay. And the last thing you want to do is to put yourself in a position where you're not ready for this. And schools can also change their minds. From year to year, schools can say, "Hey, now we require the essay," or now they may require it now, and then in the future they may say, "We don't require it," or "We recommend it." So you should always try to put yourself in the best possible position. Our guess is that if you are planning on taking the essay portion, that you've at least done some research on it, or if you're planning on applying to a lot of schools, it's likely that you'll be applying to at least one school that's going to require the essay. So just as a reminder, if your school recommends the essay but doesn't require it, you should treat it as if it is required, because chances are that some of the higher achieving students that apply to that university, they are going to be completing the essay portion anyway. Essentially, when they say that they recommend the essay, they're saying that, hey, your application is going to look better with the essay than without the essay.